What's up, y'all? So, yesterday we had some fun with a bunch of you with the lottery ticket. Apparently, someone in Sudbury won in Ontario, so I'm not the big winner. But I have had some incredible conversations with a few of you about the idea, which in itself has just been a lot of fun. A couple of quick realizations and ideas that I just thought that I had about myself and just thought that I would share with y'all as well. One of the very interesting realizations I had was that if I were to win the lottery or become a millionaire, I wouldn't actually change what I'm currently doing. And that's a really powerful and exciting feeling to have, because there's been a lot of times in my life where that definitely wouldn't be the case. As soon as I would make enough money, I would completely drop every single thing that I'm doing. Even to the extent yesterday when I was really thinking about it, having a few conversations with a few people about the money and what we were going to do, it was almost like I was kind of a little bit bummed out, because I'm just covering a lot of ground right now, and I'm very excited that I think a lot of times when you make a lot of money or you win something like a lottery, it could actually have a negative effect. So that was just a really interesting concept for me to be considering over these last couple of days, that I'm really happy that I'm at a point in my life where I'm thinking that I wouldn't actually change much even if I had a lot of money. So I invite you to ask yourself the same question of, if you were to make $1 million or $45 million, I mean, of course our lives are going to change if we make that much money, but if you say $1 million, how different would your life be from what it is right now? Would you quit your job instantly? Would you move? Would you travel? Like, what are these? Are you living in such a lifestyle right now that you just would totally change? And if so, the second question that I would invite you to ask yourself is, do you actually need $1 million to start living that lifestyle? There's a local news here thread going around, because that's where I found out that the lottery ticket was won in Ontario, and there was a few people commenting what they were going to do with the money, and I raised that question and we had a very interesting conversation. One of the girls was saying, I'd want to go traveling every 1 to 3 months, and I encouraged her with the question of, do you need that $1 million to do that and to live that lifestyle? And she said, I probably don't. So I think it's really interesting for us to ask ourselves, and using that analogy of making $1 million is a great way to ask that question of, are we happy with what we're doing in our lives? And if not, and if we would want to make those changes, do we need $1 million to make those changes? Are we already in a position now where we can make those changes? Or is the amount of money we would need quite realistic in the sense that we probably could save and make those adjustments? So I always love it when I find myself in these situations where I learn an interesting way to ask myself a new question, or ask myself the same question in a new way, and gain some new perspectives. And yeah, I just invite you to ask yourself those questions of, where you want to be? And if you want to make those changes, what needs to happen to make those changes? So I'll leave that with you. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I hope you are having an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you later, and we might have to try this lottery thing one more time. Have a great day. Ciao.